you own the work, how do you figure out the payment structure for the other artists that are involved? Does everybody own the work, or is it yours and then the artists get a cut? Or?
Oh, I mean, Fiona is the one artist, so we split everything 50-50. We're the co-owners of it, so.
But there's a letterer as well.
There is a letterer, so he is paid. He's not an owner of the book, but it's interesting to ask that because I have been thinking, if the book does well, what do we do it? And yeah, I think you're right. We do have him participate in some way. Because part of the reason I came here is this is a great opportunity to do. I'd sort of written this long manifesto before I started Saga. Here's what I think a fair contract is, and what everybody deserves. And I was like, nobody wants to do that. I should just go do it and find somebody who wants to do it. And yeah, so we share everything equally, but I think it's a good idea. We seem probably will. We'll figure out something for him.
Thanks.
I had a question in regards to the relationship of the characters and the research that you might have done in regards to the book, because obviously, I guess in the real world, in regards to relationships, I guess you would say there are two different type of people. So in regards to your Asian, Caucasian, or whatnot, I mean, is there a whole aspect of what type of research was done in regards to different types of families, different types of cultures, put into a space setting?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's, again, it's, I think it's my life and my experience in trying to translate them. I was like, these characters, when I describe them to Fiona, it was basically like, handsome dude with horns and a mom with wings. And it was really, Fiona was like, did they automatically have to be white? Why in sort of every science fiction story?
Well, Ryan had one stipulation when it came to Aladdin's design. He was like, don't make her a redhead.
Yeah, it's like,
the feisty redhead is played out.
So there's kind of a lot of redheads right now. She's like, oh, all right, she doesn't have to be redhead. She doesn't have to be white either, I realized.
We really want to be different.
And that really, from the moment she said it, I was like, oh, of course. And it sort of informed who these characters are. And you get to see, again, even though this is sort of a far out, crazy universe, I did want to talk about what it's like to bring up kids during a time of sort of perpetual war going on in the world, and I wanted to talk about race. And so all those things that I think are kind of boring or didactic if you just go at them head on, or sort of hiding them behind our ray guns and spaceships.
Anybody else?
What happened to your eye?
Oh, redhead, no offense.
So, I'm unfamiliar necessarily with the war, and also, is it like a racial thing? Is this like sort of Romeo and Juliet?
Very much so. So yeah, these people we'll find out are soldiers from different sides, sort of never-ending galactic war. And it's sort of, it'd be almost the equivalent of, well, I don't want to make it too exact, but yes, these it would be unthinkable for these two people to get together. So this is a very unconventional relationship in this world, that these are bitter enemies. And I really wanted to write a story about non-combatants, I guess, where it seems like all these stories are about, people have to destroy the empire or do whatever, and I just wanted to have some people who just wanted out and just said, we don't want to be part of this nonsense anymore. And they're trying their best to escape. But yes, this baby that they're raising is a combination, a bit of horns and a bit of wings. And that is a rarity, we will find out in this universe.
So I really enjoyed Ex Machina, and I really enjoyed the way that when you finished it, you could read it from beginning to end and see things you never saw the first time around. Are you going to be throwing a lot of hints at us in the first issues that somehow play back throughout the entire thing?
Yeah, I always really like, those are my favorite first issues, where it feels like you're getting a peek at how this is all going into play out. So yeah, that is definitely the case. That this I hope will be, if you guys will support it, the longest ongoing series I've ever been a part of. But all of the major pieces are here in this first issue, and it's like 44 pages. So I really wanted, to cram as much in as humanly possible to show you as many different corners of this world. But yeah, we'll meet all the major players and all the major themes, and yes, you'll get even a hint of maybe what kind of ending this story might have from the get-go. So I hope you dig it.
Thank you.
How do you guys know when to end the series? When are you ready to completely call it quits?
Well, I mean, if Fiona calls and like, I hate this, I'm gonna die, and I guess that's the end. But right now, I don't know. How are you feeling about it?
I'm just along for the ride.
Okay.
I don't know where the story is going. I've only read like one issue ahead of the one that I'm working on. So,
You know, I sort of wanted to do something like, I remember when Neil Gaiman said he created Sandman, he wanted to do something where that book could be whatever he wanted it to be, month in and month out. And like I said, I really missed, you know, doing an ongoing series and sort of having that relationship with an audience. But, you know, I saw that, I think, as the possibility where if we get bored with one planet, we get to go to a completely other one. And, you know, sort of what kinds of stories we're telling, you know, whether it's romance or horror. So I hope that Saga will be able to sort of grow and change with us, which is, I think, what happened with Vaughan and Machina and all these books, is that we're just sort of still figuring each other out in this first arc. And now it's really fun to get to see, you know, I think we'll start playing to each other's strengths.
I think Saga is the concept and the premise of the book and the way that the story is going to be structured. It has like the most potential to never get boring for anything that I've worked on.
So what I want to say is, I hope it doesn't end until I die. I would like to, but I don't want to scare Fiona, so I'm reluctant to say that. But I would like this to keep going for a very, very long time.